video, I talk about the basics of dog training, my #1 rules, creating a positive association with your dog's name, and I go over some basic commands with Duke here. We're going to talk about the basics of dog training. First, you have a successful command. Now there's 4 parts. We have the verbal cue, the hand signal, sounds, and the yes marker. The verbal cue is asking your dog to do something. Second, you have the hand signal. Third, you have sounds to redirect their attention if the verbal cue and the hand signal didn't work. Now 4, you have the yes marker. This is telling them that they completed a command successfully. There are 2 very important rules of dog training. The first is never repeat a command. Repeating a command just tells your dog that you're not serious until you say it for the 10th time. Now, second is always say your dog's name positively. You want to be more motivating than whatever your dog is focused on, and if you're saying his name negatively, he's not going to come to you. First, we're going to work on creating that positive association with your dog's name. This can be done just around the house throughout the day whenever you can just grab a treat. What you're going to do is call your dog's name and reward him for listening to it or responding to it. Duke. Yes. If you have 2 people, it's a really good idea to go on opposite sides of a room and just keep calling him back and forth and rewarding him every single time. Duke. Yes, good boy. Now remember to always say his name positive. Duke. Yes, good boy. We're going to work on a basic sit command. Now the hand signal I like to use for sit is a closed fist facing them. I like to use this because if you pick something up off the ground and you bring it up, I would like for them to offer the sit to you instead of trying to jump up and get whatever you just grabbed off the floor. So with sit, all you're going to do is sit. Yes. Kind of just help them figure it out on their own. If they don't get it that fast, what you can do is take the treat, put it towards them, and kind of push them back so their booty just sits on the ground. Sit. Yes. Good boy. Now, some dogs get this right away. Others are going to take a lot of patience, but just remember, don't repeat the command. Next, we're going to work on getting your dog's attention with the look command. Now, attention is the most important thing in dog training and having a well-behaved dog. The more attention you have from your dog, the more well-behaved he is. If you have your dog's attention, you can get him to do anything and you can prevent him from doing anything. Yes, good boy. Now, with the look command, I like to start from a sit, which he's already in. Yes, good sit. And I'm just going to say, look. Yes. And basically, all you want is eye contact. You want their eyes to meet your eyes. Hi. Now, to make this a little bit harder, since he's already looking at me because I have treats, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the treats and put them behind my back. Yes. Now, you can wait for them to automatically look at you and then reward them for doing so, or you can ask for look. Show them the treats. Put your hands behind your back. Look. Yes. Good boy. Yes, good sit. Look. Yes. Good boy. Now, another way to make it a little bit harder is you're going to take a treat, hold your arm out. This is going to act as a distraction. So he's going to want to look to that treat. Look. Yes. Good boy. Now, a rule to keep when doing this is that the hand that's holding the treat out, he never gets that treat in that hand, or he's going to just keep looking towards this hand. So always reward him from the other hand that is not being the distraction. Yes, good boy. That time he just figured it out on his own. So another way to make this a little bit harder is that when they look to you, you can ask them to hold the look longer. And by doing that, you're just going to look. Yes. 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 Good boy. So what I did is I kept saying yes throughout his hold of look. And that's just telling him that what he's doing is right and to keep looking at me. He held that for about 6 seconds. You can read your dog and determine on what they hold. Some can be 5 seconds, some is gonna be 30 seconds. Now this is just such a good way to remind your dog to always check in with you. Now we're gonna work with down. Some dogs really struggle with this, little dogs in particular, but we're gonna see how Duke does with it. I always start from a sit position when you're trying to teach your dog down. So we're gonna start from sit, yes. Now what we're gonna do first is we're gonna lure them to the ground. So what you want is a decent sized treat in your hand, put it in front of them, and just bring your fingers in between the middle of their paws. Yes, good boy, yes, good down. Yes, down. Yes, good boy. Now that time, instead of luring him all the way down, I just put the treat right onto the ground and he plopped right down. If your dog isn't quite there, you might have to lure him a couple more times for him to understand what you're asking for when you say down. Sit. Yes. Down. Yes, good boy. So what you're gonna do next is the hand signal I like to use for down is a flat palm down to the ground, or sometimes I'll just point to the ground. Down. Sit. Yes. Down. Yes, good boy. If your dog is understanding down when you lure it, he understands when you put your hand to the ground, he does it right away. What you're gonna do next is do the hand signal higher and higher each time. So with Duke, we're gonna ask for the sit. Yes. Down. He's not quite understanding, so I'll redo the hand signal. I'm gonna take a treat and put it to the ground. Yes. Good boy, yes. So we're gonna try that again. Yes, good sit. Yes. Down. Yes, good boy. Down. Yes, good sit. Yes, yes, good boy. The ultimate goal is to get higher and higher and higher with the hand signal, because you want to be standing straight up, saying down, and for them to understand what you're saying. You want it to be convenient for you.